talk here, yeah? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Get your older mouth on, baby. Right, so it was Neil, wasn't it? Neil. Right, Neil. As I explained to you, we've shown you that picture of the young girl, didn't we?
Yeah.
You said you have spoken to her.
Yeah.
But you're stating that it's never gone sexual or anything like that.
Nobody I've ever spoke to on the internet have I ever met before.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Just back up to that fence a little bit. Sit yourself down if you want, and we'll have this over with as soon as we can, yeah? If you want to pop yourself down, I'll come down to your level then, because I don't want to be standing up either.
Right, I'm alright.
I say, yeah, you never went sexual with her, but you had reached out to her or anything.
Nobody I've spoke to
right.
ever have I ever met, except for this time where I thought I was meeting a woman here.
That's absolutely fine. Look, we can iron all that out later on, alright? I've got a few questions to ask you. Like I said,
yeah.
I'll be recording it from a couple of different devices. You're alright with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so, if I start off on that... Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. It's a bit gnarly, isn't it? That's better. And we'll see what we're doing now, can't we? So, can you remember the little girl that I showed you the picture of? Can you remember when it was you originally started talking to her?
No, I can't.
No. Was it like a month, couple of months?
No idea.
We're talking last year.
To that many women, look, women, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright.
Fucking hundreds of them.
Okay, that's fine. Look, we'll get to all them later on. At the moment, we just want to focus on this one person, alright?
Yeah.
Now, I know you said the chat didn't go sexual at all, but can you remember what it... No one's saying that you've met her, no one's saying that you've tried to meet her or anything like that. But can you remember what it was that made you reach out to her in the first place?
No, all I get is friends requests on the Facebook page, or people that you might know that you know, I tap on and speak to.
That's fine. So she reached out to you first, did she? She sent you a friend request and you accepted it, or
you just get people that you might know, and I just
and you just send them a message, or you send them a friend request. So you reached out to her first.
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I mean, as you said, you're 54, and I remember you saying to her that you was just looking for a relationship. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said that you're a widower.
Yeah.
And you've not been with anyone for a few years.
Yeah.
Can you remember how the conversation went long after that?
Most of the women I talk to, you know, it's just a bit of banter and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Do you remember having banter with this person at all?
Not
or
really, no.
You didn't have banter with her?
Not really.
No.
I know that many, you know.
Yeah.
And it only normally talk to them for a few days and then talk to somebody else.
Yeah. Well, you try and arrange a meet with them, and if you don't get it, then...
No, don't try and meet with them. You know, just talk to them for a few days.
What's the intention of only talking to them for a few days?
Oh, find out about them.
I'll see if you gel and...
Up, see if they, you know...
Yeah.
If similar...
I mean, I know you said you can't remember asking this little girl her age, but you did actually ask her her age on more than one occasion. Can you remember how old she says she was?
Not really, no.
Right,
I can't even remember her, to be fair.
Right, she did say that she was 13.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you remember at all where the conversation went from there? Because we've got a couple of options here. You can either get your case across and tell me what happened, put it in your own words, or I can remind you of stuff.
I can't remember.
All right.
You know what I mean? I've talked to that many people.
Yeah, I mean, it started off with just polite chat, saying that you're looking for a relationship, you like going on holidays, you go to Skegness and places like that, yeah. You asked her about her parents, you said that you work for the council, yeah. Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Well, I don't lie to anybody.
No one's saying that you're lying. But then you asked her, because of her age, if she was actually still at school, and you started asking her about homework and what lessons she likes and things like that. Is that ringing a bell?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. All right. And at one point, I know you said you've got 25 grandkids. You've got 4 kids, have you?
Yeah.
You have. Because at one point, you was actually round your daughter's house eating McDonald's.
Yeah.
You remember that? And you was talking to the girl, then asking what she's having for tea, asked her if she had a good day at school, so again acknowledging actually how old she was. And then the conversation, that's when it started to take a turn very early on, and you started telling her that she was beautiful because you'd asked for a couple of pictures of her. She sent you some like selfies and things like that, and sent you some of her profile pictures. Yeah, told her she was pretty, and asked for a picture of her in a school uniform.
Yeah, you know, see what school she went to.
Why do you need to know what school she goes to? Why do you even need a picture of her in a school uniform to begin with?
Not really. It's just interest, really, wasn't it? No.
But it's an interest in someone that's clearly stated they're 13 years old, and it's an interest in someone that you've spoken to about her lessons, and you've spoken to her about homework and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, did it get any worse than that?
I can't remember, to be fair, because like I say, I talked to that many.
Right. Because as you've probably guessed, your conversation backwards and forwards with this girl is everything that I've got in that red folder. So we've seen all the messages.
Yeah.
So
it probably did turn. How to put it? I don't know how to put it. Out of order.
In what way?
I can't remember it, to be fair.
Right. Yeah. Would you like me to jog your memory a little bit?
Please.
I'll paraphrase it. I won't go into absolute detail, but there was a couple of days when you didn't talk to each other, and you sent her a few like hellos and things like that. You wasn't getting anything back. And then when the conversation did start again after a couple of days, the first part of your conversation is just straight in there with, "Are you a virgin?"
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she's not very comfortable talking about things like that. She reminds you that she's 13 years old and not 33.
No.
To which you then ask if she's hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ask if her downstairs is hairy, and you ask her that more than once. I'd say you asked her that.
Yeah.
I'd say if I had to guess, I'd say it was at least 15. It's on the north side of 15 that you asked that. But it was also the north side of a good 15, 20 times when you asked for pictures of her boobs.
Yeah.
You know, you was quite often asking for titty pictures, as you called them.
Yeah.
Is this ringing any bells?
It is possible. But
yeah.
Like I say, I've asked everybody, you know.
But, I mean, if you're talking to someone who's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, that's absolutely fine. But it's when someone says that they're 13... It's also when someone has said on multiple occasions that they're not really comfortable talking about that sort of thing and reminds you of their age. Yeah. She keeps on reminding you she's not in her 30s, she is only 13 years old. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
You know?
See, I have never got any intentions of meeting any of them.
You haven't?
None of them. Really.
Because you've told a couple of lies to begin with, haven't you? You know, you've said, "I don't know what you're on about," and you said you can't remember the chat, and then you can remember it when I remind you.
Yeah, but
I'll keep on reading through what you've said.
To that many.
Yeah, but I'll keep on reading through what you said, and we can find out if you remember saying that as well, shall we? Yeah. You asked her a few times about her periods. Yeah. Is that something that you typically do with a lot of women? Or a lot of people, or...
Well, it is really. Quite a few.
Look, no one's here to judge you.
It's just something that, you know, I'm on my own, I'm lonely, I'm just fucking bored.
And you talk to females about their periods?
Well, it's a bit of dirty talking, isn't it? That's all.
Yeah, you know, look, everyone's got a niche, everyone's got a thing they're into. Like I say, no one's here to judge you. Apart from the fact that you're saying it to someone that you've just asked her for a picture of her school uniform.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mate, it ain't a good look. What are you thinking?
Well, to be fair at the time, not very well.
No. I mean, at one point, after you started asking her about bleeding, you said that how hard you wanted to fuck her, you wanted to make her bleed.
Yeah, well that was, I don't know, yeah, it was sexual, you know what I mean?
Mate, it don't get no better than that though, does it? It only gets worse as the conversation goes on. we're probably about a quarter of the way into this. You've done this over a period of weeks and weeks. No pun intended. What's that? Months and months. I mean, I don't need an exact figure. I'm not expecting you to give me an exact figure. But how many other people would you say that are around the same sort of age, like teenagers, someone under the age of like 18 or 16?
Talk to teenagers.
But you spoke to this one?
Yeah.
So there's obviously...
Three or four.
Which are how old?
I haven't...
You've definitely not gone sexual with them at all. How old would you say they are?
They're about the same age. I think...
About 13?
Yeah, I think with the friends thing, it pops up on my phone, so...
Right. I mean, any of these people, regardless of how you've spoke to them, what you've asked them for in it, has any of them ever sent you any sort of image?
Not kids. You know...
Of these 3 or 4?
No. None of them have sent me any.
I'm not talking about naked in general, like no. Specifically. I'm saying in general. Yeah, clothed pictures. Have they sent them? Yeah, and have you asked for those, or have they just sent them? They sent them off their own back. Okay. Are they local to the area?
No.
They're not. They're far away, are they?
I don't. You know. It's hard to explain.
Look, you just try and explain it in your best words. Like I say, no one's going to harm you.
I'm not a paedophile.
No one.
Right. I've got no intentions of sleeping with kids, none whatsoever.
Mate, I've literally just read that you said, do you want me to fuck your pussy hard?
Yes,
I want to fuck you and I want to make you pregnant.
But it's hard to explain. I'm on my own, I'm bored, lonely, you know, I have no excuse for it.
I'm going to be honest with you, if that's the defence that you're going to use, that you're lonely and bored, things aren't going to end very well.
But
what everyone needs out of this whole thing is honesty. You need honesty more than anyone else, because
no intention.
Would you say there's any sort of problem that you've got in like talking to people that are underage?
No, not really.
No. So you could have stopped.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
Because if there's no problem, you could have just stopped speaking to her at any point. Yeah. But you chose not to, or the urge was too great. What is it that made you continue talking to her?
Bored and lonely, so you know, somebody to talk to. And
everyone gets bored and lonely. You know? People
after 5 years of being on your own.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I bet I could ask about now and go and stop people in the street and ask anyone if they're bored and lonely and they've been by themselves for 5 years. I'll be able to find a good handful of other people just passing by here when I. How many of those people do you think would ever say they've spoken sexually to a 13-year-old?
Well, no.
Like I say, it's not exactly a defence, and it's not something that's going to get you out of trouble just by saying that you're bored. You know, if you're bored, get into a TV series, go and join a gym, go speed dating, do whatever. This should be right down the very bottom of things that you should be doing to relieve boredom. She's a little girl, mate. She's 13 years old. Kids are sacred. They're special little things that should be looked after by adults. You've got 25 grandkids. You, above anyone else that I've ever spoken to, should know how precious children are.
I do. And I have no intentions of ever meeting any kids. None whatsoever.
Except you did offer to meet this one.
I wouldn't have, though. I did.
You offered to send her money. You offered to send her money so she could go to Skegness with you, where you'd hire a caravan and you'd fuck her all over the place.
Oh. That was never going to happen.
Why say it then? You know,
I have no excuse.
You know, you asked her loads of questions. Did you never intend on you kept on asking her for pictures?
I have no intentions of meeting anyone.
Look, I know what you're saying, but let me finish this, right? You had no intention of ever meeting her, even though you asked for it. Yeah. Did you ever have an intention of her sending you pictures of her boobs or her vagina?
No.
But you did ask for it.
Yes.
Now, what would have happened if you'd received those pictures? You said you had no intention of asking, of receiving them. But what if this little girl had gone, well, you know, he's an older man, I can trust him. What if she'd sent you a picture?
What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
I mean,
you know.
Look, that's the beginning of the end for you. Yeah? You know, you said you've done it, you're guilty, you put your hands up, you've done wrong.
Yeah.
And that's the beginning of you getting help for any sort of problem you've got. That's if you're saying that you have got a problem.
Well, it's down to I'm bored and I'm lonely, and I know I shouldn't do it. And,
I mean, if you've got friends, like, can you go down the pub and...
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing that?
I do most nights, and that's why I end up on the phone. You'll find most of them conversations is over an evening or...
Quite a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of them are during the day. And some of them are when you're around your daughter's house having dinner with your grandkids eating McDonald's. And you're still talking sexually to a 13-year-old girl then, when you're in front of family.
I know.
Mate, let me put a slightly different spin on it. Of all those grandkids you've got, have you got any of them that are roughly the same sort of age as this little girl?
Yes, I have.
How would you feel, after what I've read out, what you've said, what would be happening now if you'd found messages from me talking to a granddaughter of yours that was about 13-year-old,
Well,
you know, asking about her periods, asking about hair on her vagina, asking about meeting up in a caravan and having sex? What would be going through your mind now? Because I reckon going through my mind would be your fist if I'd done that to one of your kids.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So,
but
what makes it right then for you to be doing it to other people's children?
none.
So why do it?
Right.
What's, you know, if there's like a risk and reward, you know, I'm not saying I'll be able to get my head around it, but at least you'd be justifying it in some way. But at the moment, you're justifying it by saying that you're bored.
I know.
So what are you getting out of it? Like, did you get any sexual pleasure out of it? Did you like? Did you ever touch yourself to her pictures?
No.
But you said you did.
No. But at the moment, I've got health issues, so I can't even have sex. So it's not even sexual.
Look, you've not got to go into details, but what health issues is it you've got?
I've had a hernia removed, and so it's restricted the blood flow, you know, to certain areas. So
yeah, has it restricted the blood flow to your brain at all?
no.
No. So your brain's still working absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You know, has it affected your thumbs in any way?
No.
No,
It's
clearly not, because you're using your thumbs to type messages to 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you want to speak to women about whether they do anal and things like that, that's absolutely fine.
See, the thing is, on Facebook, most of the time, it isn't even women you're talking to, because they say they are, but, you know, they're scammers.
Yeah.
They're asking for money and...
Have people tried sort of getting money out of you in the past? Have you fell victim to that at all? Or also you're wise to all that now. If someone comes along and they're clearly a scammer, you can just block and delete them.
Well, right, yeah.
Did anything about this little girl make it come across like she was a scammer in any way?
Something didn't seem right about her, but
you still continued.
You know, I still talk.
And like you said,
I do to all of them.
Yeah, but you also said as well, if you sort of smell anything a bit iffy, you just block them, bin them off. And you've also said that most people, you only talk to them for a period of a couple of days.
Yeah.
This one you spoke to, I mean, I said it was for weeks and weeks. You're saying it's for months.
Oh,
like,
no.
I mean, how long are you saying?
It was a couple of weeks. But
It wasn't. It was a lot longer than that.
Well, I've been talking to women on their Facebook for months.
But like I say, this particular girl, she does stand out a little bit. I mean, if I spoke to someone, even if I was speaking to hundreds, even thousands of people, if someone comes along and tells me that they're 13, that person would stick out quite a bit to me, because it's not normal. It's unusual behaviour.
No.
But what you do, you're just putting it to the back of your mind and just trying to get pictures out of everyone and not really giving any consideration to who you're speaking to on the other end. There we are. Right. Police was called, mate. You've been talking to kids online. Can't be having it.
Well, I know that.
Can't be having it. Now, the amount of times that she reminded you that she was 13 and the amount of times that she reminded you that she felt uncomfortable. At one point, she even gave you an out and said, look, can we just talk about something that's not sexual? And your immediate response was, it's nice weather we're having. And then straight afterwards, literally straight after saying about how good the weather is, you're asking about whether you want to make her pussy bleed and do anal. You understand why the police are being called, don't you?
I know.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I can't remember how many times you said that you kept on calling them titties, so, you know, I'll read it like that. The amount of times you ask to see pictures of her titties, feel her titties, how big they are. You're asking her about her underwear. You're asking her about her pubes. You know, it's a shame that she can't come on holiday with you. You want to send her money so you can have a meet. You'll even pick her up and drop her off and you'll supply the condoms. Come on, fella.
Yeah, I know.
Mate, honestly, you
bang out of order. But
listen, I'll give you a little heads up. Look, listen, between you and me, before the police come over here, because you are going to get arrested today, yeah? Come up with a better defence than you was bored. You need to be truthful. If you've got a problem and you were speaking to her because you couldn't control your urges talking to her, like I say, no one's going to judge you, but you will not get any help if you don't ask for it. No one's going to put it on a plate and no one's going to force it down your neck. What you've got to do is say, look, my name's Neil. Yeah, I was attracted to her. Yeah, I spoke sexual to her. I put my hands up. I need help. Otherwise, you'll never get it. Never. And we'll just be doing it. I'll end up seeing you again at some point. I guarantee it. I don't want to see you again. Yeah? So don't go down the boredom route, because collectively, we've all done this hundreds of times. Not once has anyone ever got out of it by saying they was bored. No one's got out of it by saying they was depressed. No one's got out of it by saying that they've had too much to drink or they've been doing drugs, because you chat alone. You start in the morning, you go throughout the day, you're with family, you're at work, weekends. Any time, day or night, you're on the phone to her asking for pictures of her. It's bad, mate. Really bad. No, you even said you loved her and you wanted to marry her. You told her you loved her twice in a row. She didn't respond to it the first time. You've gone straight in there, I would marry you. Are you still talking to her now? No. Why not?
Like I say, normally it's just a couple of days. Get bored of talking to her.
But the thing is, though, this wasn't a couple of days. And how you actually ended it was you asked if she was on her period right now. Yeah. And when she said I think she said she wasn't. And you said that you're looking for a wife to have your baby. But she's too young. You know, that's acknowledging it again.
Yeah.
And you can't talk to her anymore because you didn't get what you wanted out of her. There's a couple of times when you asked if she was getting a bit stroppy because she weren't sending you stuff. And she said, no, I'm not stroppy, I'm just really uncomfortable. Mate, you're making 13-year-olds in their bedroom feel uncomfortable. Look, the police are going to be forensically downloading your phone. You haven't got to go into detail with me. I don't know what's on your phone. I'm never going to find out. But when they go down your phone, any apps you've deleted, any messages you've deleted, pictures, stuff you've been sent, I tell you now, none of it disappears. Yeah, they're teaching it in kids to school now. Once it's out there, it's out there. It don't go. So they will be going down your phone. They're going to go through it, fine-tooth comb. Are they going to find anything else on your phone?
Not of kids.
No?
Not of kids.
Are they going to be finding other stuff that's a bit questionable?
Well, you know, from adults, I ask for pussy pictures.
Look,
and
two consenting adults, you know, if you ask for a picture of a 30-year-old's naked body and she sends it to you, whatever.
Well, that's pretty much.
All right.
No, man. Alright, so what's happened?
Well, basically, I've come here to meet you.
Just get him up on film. There he is. Police are just having a chat with him now. They've already been shown the evidence, so I'm under absolutely no illusions at all. This guy's going to get nicked in a minute. Yeah, well done to Raven at F.A.T.E. Massive well done, mate, because these are really, really good logs. Really, really good logs. You've done well. And yeah, well done to everyone at F.A.T.E. Well done to everyone at the Underworld. And thanks for asking us to come along and give you a hand and get this guy gone. Because there's no way someone like him should be walking amongst us. You know, this guy's a bin man. He's there are cuffs are going on now. So yeah, he's a bin man. He's out and about early doors, and then he's got the rest of the day to himself. And when he's at home, he gets bored and he's talking to kids. He's arranging to meet this one. He's arranged to try and meet her a couple of times actually, but yeah, really bad guy. Really, really bad guy. And it does make it a lot worse, I think. Well, I don't know what this guy's obsession is with blood and periods and things like that, because I've never seen Never seen a doctor wearing an eye-vis and looking like that before. So he's got no business. Christ knows what he talks to his grandkids about. If he's got 25 of them, he should know better than anyone. Definitely know better than anyone. Now, the only thing that he did say that he denied is he said that, you know, his genitals don't work properly ever since he had a hernia operation, but there was a couple of times when he said that he was masturbating over pictures of a profile picture that she's got. And, you know, ask him what school she went to. What a massive wrong, and just because he was curious and wanted to be nosy about what school she goes to, wanted to know her uniform. That's scary. That's a really scary guy, that is. Yeah, the amount of times this little girl said that she was scared and she didn't like what was going on. Make sure we don't get no one else in camera. Yeah, the amount of times that she said that she was scared, she weren't comfortable in the conversation, she didn't want the conversation going that way. He shouldn't be talking to her like that, and he had absolutely no interest in her concerns at all. Literally all he wanted constantly was just pictures of her breasts, wanting to take her underwear off and take pictures of herself while she was in the bathroom, go and lock herself away somewhere. He's a really bad guy. But yeah, well done everyone at F.A.T.E, well done everyone at Underworld, and thanks for asking us to come out and get this guy. But keep checking your kids' devices, please share it as well, make sure it's out there. We're in Nottingham at the moment, so let's make him famous in Nottingham, shall we? Right, thanks everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.